So at least we do have some sun. Not much at the moment. They look like small hotel rooms that would look at the size of a building of a camp. There's two different paths that you can take. Like if you take this path, then that takes you to where some ice movies and balls. Okay. Natural, but it just doesn't have the L. You know, people say that a small figure would be anxious when dealing with the bigger one.
Hello guys, it is 10 o'clock in the morning on what is a really damp start to the day and to the week in which we will be entering June. But despite that, how about
if I go out for a swim? Oh man, I never felt this cold since the last winter. But yeah, we do feel a bit of drizzle at the moment. You might not get to see and all, but it is absolutely damp outside. Like, whew, I'm freezing. I'm just challenging myself, but see how I get it to go. Wow, I'm actually glad I did it. I'm actually glad I hang on to it, else it stopped raining at last. Even though it was in a form of a drizzle, the ground is still wet. You know, usually at this time of year, we wake up with mist, whatever you call a June bloom. Yeah, it's cloudy in the morning, but in a form of a mist. And after 10 a.m., it clears up and gives way to a sunshine, and it remains to be sunny for the remaining of the day. But recently, it has been very different. When I just said that, I realized that there is a slight difference when you're at the PCH or anywhere near, perhaps. So at least we do have some sun. Not much at the moment. Some old-fashioned retail design stores and restaurants. Typical Pacific Coast. That scenery, absolutely wonderful. But when you see those stairs that take you up there, it does remind you of one of those small hotel rooms. And yeah,
a friend who has a Labrador.
Yeah.
You know someone who has.
Yeah. He was just jumping like that. He's excited though. Like this guy is really, really excited. Since okay, yeah, they're like for now they're calm. Like when you put them through the gate, but like at some point they get really, really loud.
Excited,
That's
yeah, they
insane.
would.
But yeah, so I was just saying that they look like small hotel rooms that would look at the size of a building of a camp, you know, like 8 or 10 rooms. All right, so we're out and about, and here's one funny thing. This is what you call the dog beach. Like, why would you call it a dog beach? This is insane. There are times that cleanups are done here too. Can tell from that tractor, but what's the point of it being a dog beach? Well, that's because at least 50% of people like to take their dog out, but there is also zones that they have signs that say one dog per person, things like that. There's two different paths that you can take. Like if you take this path, then that takes you to where some ice cream stores are, some goodies in that. But there is also the right side in which that will take you to where the restaurants are. Like you can have lunch over there, but look at that private jet. By the way, what is this thing holding? Yeah, I was trying to read what that poster says. It said flash something like that. But it's been showing up for nearly 2 minutes, and on this kind of day it could get electric here. And there's another kite at the lake now after all that. And look, they even put up picnics around here. That's amazing. And a group of people doing push-ups. Like, not right now, but I've seen like 3 or 4 people do such thing. Like, that's still what I'm up to now. Insane, but look at where we have made it now. Juices, smoothies, and bowls. Okay, natural, but it just doesn't have the L at the end. How weird. Oh yeah, it's still a really nice dessert lunch. A bit of a weird one, but now here we go. Look, this wooden house right there. It's actually still in the process of being built, but here we go. Back to the cloudy weather we go after a really nice sunny walk. So it's been amazing. You know, Mom have drove all the way to Long Beach, which is approximately 50 minutes from here. And this afternoon we have met with Lisa, which she used to be my music teacher way back when I was a toddler, and I was going to nursing school at this time. So that does take me back to the period of 2004 to 2005. And people say that it's like a reunion when you get to meet somebody after a big portion of time. And today it's exactly that situation. You also got to see her dogs, and you know, one of them appears to be really anxious because he's small, but the other one, the Labrador, often he would get aggressive and he would jump up one another, unless if you lock him up in a cage. Then in that situation they're calm. But you know, people say that a small figure would be anxious when dealing with the bigger one in front of them. Later on, we got to walk around the seaside, and it was absolutely jam-packed. And from that point that you see a group of bikes, which by the way, all of them are rental bikes, then you gotta turn around to a site of cultural stores and restaurants. And that was really nice. I let her follow me up on YouTube, and I'm hoping that you're enjoying this video, by the way, if that's you. But like for you guys, by the way, so yeah, she's actually been my music teacher for 2 years. So again, this was back when I was at nursing school. I've never talked about this before, but I gotta be as honest and say that I have lived some of my pre-childhood years around this area in Laguna-Niguel between the years of 2004 and 2006. And then we have been coming in and out of here, making US tours over the summers since I started doing vlogs in early 2016, which in that year we have took a real US tour. And it's kind of insane to take a rewind back then at this moment, because I didn't even know what a vlog was. And there came to be a day that everyone in my class was talking about, and I was in math class. But yeah, you do remember some of the insane vlogs that I have done while I was around this area in Laguna-Niguel. But if we take a memory trip back to the period of June to July 2016, that's when we were at Hakan's house, and it was a nice 4 or 5 day stay there when me and my dad got to watch the fireworks on a day. And then we went to Seattle airport, and first we went to Seattle, then we drove all the way until Canada, until Vancouver, and we got to a hotel and we stayed. Like, we came into that hotel, just me and my dad, and we waited for my mom to arrive, which didn't happen until like 9 p.m. or something. And it's insane that since it's at the very north, even at 9:30 p.m. you still get to see the sun. And the next day for dinner, when we came up to the restaurant, which is also on the top floor, our room was on the top floor, and we came to a restaurant, and I had like a meatball on the plate, something like that. But I did not know that I was actually eating a mushroom. Like, when I tried it, I'm like, yo, there's mushroom inside it. Like, I'm never doing this again, mate. Then the next day we left Canada and went back to Seattle, in which we stayed in another hotel. And after that, me and my parents went to the Space Needle. We took a tour outside, which I think there was like a flower shop. And then we got into the Space Needle, in which we took the elevator all the way to the top. Then we came back here for another 5 days, and then went to New York, where the Empire State Building is. Which, again, we took the elevator to the top. Before taking the elevator, though, we did get a picture taken with King Kong. If you know about the 2005 movie King Kong. So we did take quite a hell of a tour around the US throughout that summer. Honestly, that was a memorable first summer of doing vlogs for me. What I'm up to right now is the 7th game between these two teams. The winner of tonight is going to be playing against the Nuggets in the final. We went out in 4 games, but this has went all the way until the 7th. That's going to be the end of the vlog for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really hoping that you like this video. I was watching the 7th game of the East Finals, in which the Heat had led the series 3-0, okay? It would have been epic to see history be made by any team facing a 3-0 series deficit coming into the 4th game, then to force the 7th game and win it. That would be incredible, honestly. But last week, when the Lakers were knocked out 4-0, then the next day I thought, hey, are they just scripting it or what? Because at this point, with wonder and with curiosity, I was saying, hey, is this going to be the second 4-0 series or what? But to be true, the odds don't always fit a certain statistic, whatever turns out to be true, because it's just sports, you know? But guys, gonna end it now. What's for sure is that I'm gonna get a haircut tomorrow. Like, look at this side of my hair, like, just bonkers. Like, I'm gonna get it cut. I'm gonna get it cut. I'll see you guys in the vlog tomorrow.